It's of the natural world, and that's all me.
Wow.
Character, I'm not really worried about you getting the thing, but I would have some suggestions to it if my character knew more about it.
Please.
We don't know anything about it. Lynx, you haven't told us.
Oh, sorry.
That cloak looks very nice on you.
He lost that bracer, so he's like trying to clutch on to. He's trying to clutch onto the cloak.
That's exactly it. Okay, I found a cloak of wild goose feathers, which has the properties of shape change. Not magical, but powerful. And I still don't understand it, but it's cool.
So, you mean that cloak can allow you to change into a wild goose?
I believe it does.
And
we can test it.
And it has the power to, you know that this will work. It's not an infinite amount of times. This has limited power. So, meaning, and this is because of your raise, you can do this so many times, basically.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to say you have 5 charges. 5 charges of this shape change. I wasn't
Okay.
I
My
wasn't
character doesn't
going
know that, but
yeah. Oh, Lynx does.
I'm going to
sorry.
say this though. Okay.
Yes.
My character doesn't know that, so I'll say, a good place to try that would be that area that we couldn't get through.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Excellent.
Oh.
Yes.
Just gonna remind them.
Affleck.
Yeah,
God,
I
I finally
recommend
had
we
Gilbert
head back
Gottfried
that
right
direction.
now.
I look at Linux and I was like, you know how this works? How would it transform you into this mighty duck?
Into this mighty goose. Mighty wild goose.
Goose. Yeah, goose.
I think I would just visualize the goose itself and picture that in my brain and then blink, hold on to it tight, and perhaps it would happen.
And then you end up in one of these spits in the cave and you're being cooked as a goose dinner. Oh my God.
So does
I haven't used it yet, so
I'd make sure you knew how to get back to human form before you did it.
Will this goose help you get kills?
Yes, well,
my character throws random jokes, so.
I love it.
I do want to step into the chambers and do a search myself.
Okay. Yeah, there was you see, there's 100 gold worth of gems being picked up, and that's just about it. That and the cloak that was hanging up on one of the stalactites. Stalactites are coming up. Stalagmites are going down. Right? Is that how they determine those? I don't know. I'm not a spelunker, so. Lynx, you got 50 books back there.
Here.
Man, you're the archaeologist here.
Yeah. Well, my
If anyone wants it.
Vay, what was that again? I'm sorry, you said something if somebody wants it.
No, I said I point out the gold if no one has already picked it up.
Well, it's actually gems. It's 100. It's 100 gold pieces worth of gems.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Did I point that out?
I think the stalactites come down and the mites go up. I don't know. Fuck. I have no clue.
I just stand by this thing right here and just playing guard duty right there.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can go any further. It looks like this is the end of the cavern this way. Although there is the one entrance that you have not been through yet, because you guys came in from the north. Well, coming from north down to south, and now it looks like you can travel back to the west.
Yeah, we need to go back to the river or the stream.
Well, I'll gather up the gems and head northwest.
Wow. Wow. Wow, Rand, where have you been? Holy crap. Hey, what's up, Sandman? Everything alright, man?
Again, notch and arrow and just keep on proceeding.
Man, Mediocrity, haven't seen you in a long time. Holy crap, what is going on? Alright, you guys go ahead and take this, take the Savage Worlds token and move it to wherever you guys want to move to. You guys are here in the Shaman's Chamber.
Alright, I suggest we head back up to the stream.
You gotta go back across that bridge.
Yeah.
Cool.
Looks like you guys are heading back to the hot river, man. Water's warm, steam, that's where the steam is coming out of the cave of the Frothing Bear, and well, you guys can go north. I know you guys have not been north yet. There's a slight, increase in the elevation inside of the chamber, but the chamber, it goes up probably 50 to
the stream gets a little
75 feet. Yeah, and
wow.
there's a waterfall coming down. Still, very warm water. And as you guys are making your way, you see that it kind of goes to the north. You climb up, and oh shit. You can also find a chamber that is going east. All right, a chamber that opens up right around here, going to the east. And also, the river, it's still steadily, climbing in altitude, in elevation. Not, it's not like it's at a mass slope or anything, but you're still kind of walking up, and the river's still coming down, still hot water.
Alright, so let's keep following it.
Alright, so do you guys want to go straight? You want to go down this corridor? That's up to you guys. That's up to you.
I might be an easy.
I know
get
Lynx
your,
wants to go.
herbs, my brethren.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I'm ahead.
but
I would love to head.
we won't metagame that though, but because of the dynamic lighting there. But yeah, you make it into this chamber, Lynx. You notice this, and this is definitely a very hot and dry cavern, and the air in this place it's probably the warmest of any of the other chambers in this whole cave complex. And you can see that there's all kinds of graffiti that are adorning the walls. A lot of different images of basically the sun god. Because you can just see the iconage.
I'm too warm to carry on. No, I can't handle the heat. I can't handle
don't
the
copy
heat.
that.
Sorry, I can't handle the heat.
Why don't you take that cloak off?
Yeah, take the snazzy robe off.
I love it. So, in this room, there are several other batches of herbs that are tied up in these strands that would look like, and especially you'd be looking in there, Lynx. These are the same herbs that you can see, and there's basically 4 bunches of these herbs that have been laid out drying on the rocks, and they're basically in like an herb form, to where you would basically take the herbs and chew them. You're not sure what type of herb, because you're not really right up on them, but you can definitely tell that they are herbs.
My grandpa used to make
Probably processed and made by the same person who made the healing herbs that you have, because it has the same style. So who is inside of here?
I would have went with him just in case there was something that jumped out.
Okay.
I'm not really looking at the herbs. I'm just making sure everything's safe.
Okay. So you go inside, Lynx.
Yeah, I'm in reluctantly.
All right. Give
I'm,
me
sweating.
Yeah, you're sweating like a whore in church, huh? So, why don't you give me a knowledge alchemy check? But that can mean a guy or a girl, guys. So, hey, not just one. It could mean both. All right. So, what you're able to tell with these herbs that there are two. Basically, there's 2 doses of berserker herbs. So basically, you have two doses of berserker and 2 doses of stimulant 2. And I will read you the hedge magic for that really quick.
And these are in the form of cakes, rolled up.
They are,
using
yep.
Cakes.
Basically, yep. So your stimulant 2 is the patient has +1 to spirit rolls to recover from being shaken for an hour. Multiple doses do not have stacking effects. And potion, the herbs of Berserker, the hero gains the Berserk Edge for an hour. Although he can calm down with a smarts roll, he risks going Berserk again until the brew wears off. So, there you go.
I'm going to tell everyone, hey, we just found some really cool space cakes.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
So yeah, the Berserker will let you have the Berserk Edge for an hour, which is really nice. And then the stimulants will give you a +1 to spirit rolls. Not too bad. I like that kind of stuff. I like it.
Would anyone like to have these? Can I offer these to anybody?
I am content.
Tramadol, really? The Berserker?
No roll
Stimulant?
needed. Yeah, there would be no roll needed to use them.
I mean, it would save me the trouble of walking over and giving it to you.
I will take 1 berserker.
You got it. Any other takers?
I'll take a berserker.
There you go.
Thank you.
Is this the area that you could see from the crack, Lynx?
My memory's not that great.
Yes, this is where you tried to squeeze through and you just couldn't squeeze through.
Okay. So we know that through there leads to where we've already been, so I guess if we're done here we could head north again.
Yeah?
North it is.
Well, I'd like to take the opportunity to engage my shape-changing cloak. This path, I know there's something behind these cracks. If you'll indulge me, I'd like to become a goose.
You want to turn into a goose? Oh my
We
goodness.
determined why it's so hot in here.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of channels. Basically, there's a lot of channels in the rocks where this heat is actually originating from. Kind of cool how it
Oh, okay.
works.
Well,
yeah.
Lynx, be careful you don't cook your goose.
I will.
So you're turning into a goose in this room?
I am, and I'm heading through the small passage where no humanoid can go.
Where no humanoid can go. Well, it's the same spot as you were trying to break through. You know what I mean? There's really no other differences. I mean, you were actually on the other side. You just couldn't get through that place to get into this chamber.
I think he was thinking there were other tracks.
Which one? Where you
Yeah, I
at?
was thinking-
I'm looking at the barrel here.
Yeah, we're in that same room.
Yeah, I was thinking perhaps there was moss or linings within that cavernous.
Oh, so you're
Crevice.
looking for herbs?
Absolutely.
Sure. Give me a notice roll.
Moss. We're going with moss here.
Give me a notice roll. Let's see if you find anything.
Yep, coming up.
Yeah, you see some cave moss. We'll call it cave moss. You think it could be used in probably maybe a recipe, and you got
Is there a
one
second
one
ingredient?
dose. It would
Roger.
be a primary ingredient.
Cool. I'll scuttle back out of the cave. For the crevice, and hope to God I can turn back into a human elf.
This is a moldy cave moss, is what it is. If you
Okay,
want to
cool.
do a sort of like a rare herb, if you want to give me a knowledge alchemy real quick, I'll tell you what it could possibly make. Your wild dice saved you. It makes once you process it and actually create the ointment or whatever you're going to make with it, it'll make anti-anemia, which each dose basically negates the anemic hindrance for an hour. The anemic hindrance. I love it.
I'm building quite the pharmacy here.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Huh? Yeah, they say hedge magic plays a important role in Hellfrost.
Yeah, it's a good utility knife. A little bit of everything for
Yeah.
anything.
So you have utility, you got raw damage in Aberdeen and Tramadol, and then you have magic in Vey, and you know the pharmacist and Lynx.
And all three of us are healers. Well,
All right, so you find a little bit of cave moss in there. You're able to scrape it with your bill and carry it out. And want to revert back to your human? You want to stay in goose form or what?
human, please, and I'll join the party and head on out.
All right, so you have four charges left of your feather cloak, your wild goose feather cloak. Pretty cool. I like stuff like that. If he's going to use a charge of that
Pretty
cloak, I'm going to reward him with something. Why not? I mean, that's only 5 charges of
Right,
that
so I guess
thing.
to save time, we just move on up.
All right, sounds good. So you guys finish the entire journey. You come into this massive cavern, and this massive cavern is probably several hundred feet wide, and sticking out of the middle of this cavern appears to be a ship's mast, sticking out of basically the direct center of the lake. And this is definitely where the spring originates, because out of the northern wall, as you can see, there is a sort of like a waterfall pouring out into the chamber. And same as in this chamber, there's lots of stalagmites, stalactites. The chamber probably goes up to, I would say, probably about close to 75 feet. I mean, this place is massive. But what's really crazy is, how in the F did that boat get in this cave? Who knows? But there's definitely a boat. You see the sail, the mast sticking out of the water.
That's the goodies.
So
Yeah.
the boat look like it. Does the boat look like it's been there for a while?
It's our time down here.
From where you're at, I don't know, where are you guys at?
I'd say let's move on up to the entrance of the.
That would be a really good thing. Yeah, from where you're at, you can just tell that there's a mast sticking out, a ship mast sticking out of the water. That's about it. You can't tell. The water is beautiful. I mean, it's very clear, and it's warm. It's not like the frozen grotto that that you were in earlier, last week.
Any signs of other people around? Campfires?
Give me a no for
Tents, anything?
campfires. No, but if everybody wants to give me a notice check, that would be good. But no, for fires, other things like that, definitely not. Now, if someone gets a raise, I will give them a little bit of information. But if not, then no. Nobody? Yeah, nobody notices anything out of the ordinary. No, it doesn't look like there's any other chambers that are leaving this main chamber. This looks like this is it.
Well, I think we've completed our task here, but there's no reason why we should not examine this room.
Yeah.
We start walking
Especially
around
with possibly a boat being in the middle of it.
You can definitely tell that there's a ship's mast, that's for sure.
How deep does the water look?
It's probably going to go down where you're standing on the edge. It's pretty shallow, and then towards the middle of the lake, it does go down to about, I would say, 30 feet, 35 feet.
I'm gonna take one of my arrows and kind of dip it in the water, see if there's like anything happens to like the wood. I'm gonna put it in there for like a minute or so, see if there's like any kind of acidy.
No, nothing happens. No, the water is warm. It's like the water in the stream. This is the source of it. But no, nothing happens. No hand comes up and grabs the arrow. No merman or nothing like that.
Well, I have a day of knowledge arcana. Would that be useful in such a situation of a boat being in the middle of a cave?
I don't think.
I have knowledge history.
I don't think knowledge arcana would. But I maybe history might. Maybe religion might. But I don't know if knowledge arcana would be. Not in this situation.
Well, I want to do an unskilled knowledge of whatever.
Okay.
Because I'm very curious about this. Oh. Anyone else have a clue?
And do a history check.
Go for it. Wow, Mr. Clutch, double 11. So, obviously, to put 2 and 2 together with your raise, Aberdeen, it's quite apparent that this ship probably did not float in here. It was probably built in here to preserve or to carry someone to the afterlife, basically. And this definitely has to do with religion, and this is where I'll let Vey come in. And well, I know that she's already done a roll, but you can actually congregate with one another And Aberdeen's like, oh, I remember reading about this kind of stuff in text and scrolls, and then that's when it kind of rings in your head, Vay. You're like, brain fart. And yeah, so you would know that something is probably buried down there. Flapjack, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it, Flapjack. Welcome to the channel.
I see.
So,
possibly
yeah,
like
the
an
boat
offering or
exactly.
something for the person to go to the afterlife.
Exactly. The boat is taking this person to the afterlife. Exactly. Sort of. It would be sort of like to touch on like the Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
It's
There's no point going to the afterlife if you can't bring some things with you.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Look at Link's old face is just brighten up over there. He's ready to find another cloak.
Yeah, their loss are gain, right?
No. So
I can't keep up with my notes. I can't keep up.
what do you guys think?
Well, how about we move a little closer, maybe along the edge, so we can get closer to the ship?
I start
Sure.
moving in the direction she says.
Let's follow.
Yeah, fall.
So, if we've determined there might be something beneath the boat, does anyone have the ability to do well underwater?
I have swimming.
Oh, excellent. I have some rope. I would like to tie it off to you before you do anything.
Let's read swimming. Swimming determines if a character floats or sinks in water, as well as how fast he can move within it. A character's pace is half his swimming skill. Blah, 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 blah. Choppy water counts as rough terrain and halves the rate. It's not. It's perfectly still. Holding your breath. Wow, so this deals with holding your breath as well. Characters can hold their breath for a number of rounds equal to 2 plus their vigor die. Or half that if they weren't prepared for being submerged and didn't. Wow, I'm glad they even added that in there. Drowning. The rules for drowning are on page 87. So I'll start reading about drowning, and you can tell me what your vigor is. So you'll be able to hold your breath for X amount of rounds.
D6.
So you have 8. So you can hold your breath for 8 rounds. Nice. You can tell that the ship's down about 30 feet. So that's going to be 1 round getting down, 1 round getting back up. So that would give you literally 4 rounds to look around down there, holding your breath.
Oh.
I like that. It's
The
logical.
bigger die, or
It says equal to 2 plus their vigor die. So
2
his
plus.
yeah,
Okay.
vigor is 4, so it would be 4 plus the 2 base, which would be 6. So 1 round down, 1 round up, 4 rounds kind of looking around. And then drowning rules are on page 87.
No, he has a 6 vigor, so use 8 rounds.
Oh, it'd be 8, so
I
you'd get...
want to wait till Rose
No.
gets back.
Oh, no problem.
I have a question for the party.
Oh, okay.
Let's look at drowning, even though it may not apply here, but let's check it out. Let's see. Water is deadly to those who aren't prepared for it. Here are some standard water hazards and how often a character must make a swimming roll, with each failure adding a fatigue level. A character with at least a D4 in swimming does not have to roll in calm water. Okay, good. In rough water, all characters must... Okay, we don't have to worry about that. White water, don't have to worry about that. A hero forced to tread water for long periods of time, don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I thought you took swimming too in the character build.
Modifiers. Subtract -2 from a hero's swimming rolls if he is trying to hold something up, including another character, or that chest that's on the bottom of the lake inside of the grotto. Oh wow, it actually... No, it doesn't say that, I'm just kidding. Let's see, recovery. Once a character is out of water, he recovers 1 fatigue level every 5 minutes.